Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee, dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, good morrow, my friends, and welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighbourhood Shakespeare, and we are going to be writing a sonnet together today. Something that is unique, something maybe silly, but definitely special together. We are here on twitch.tv/nat21adventures. And you can follow me on all of my various other social media, including youtube.com/Shakespeare approves, facebook.com/Shakespeare approves, and the Instas, Shakespeare.approves. I'm the same thing over on TikTok, where I'm starting to post more content. Holy smoke. I know, it's like the apocalypse happened. But, let me move the microphone a little bit closer to me, so I can also do some other things. Let's start things off with a nice, loud, noisy slurp of my favorite beverage, the bean juice, the nectar of the gods, our coffee. So let's have a nice, noisy slurp right now. It's good internet audio. I don't care who you are. Good morning so very much, and glad to have you here. Friends from all over these United States and apparently abroad as well, including my lovely, talented off-screen wife. Good morrow, my love. But what are we doing today? Where are we going? What is all of this about? Well, we are writing a sonnet. A sonnet is a poem. It's a 14-line poem. And here's the rules of how we make it work. So, a sonnet is a 14-line poem, as I just said. It's done in 3 4-line stanzas. The first line, line A, rhymes with the third line, line C. The second line B rhymes with the fourth line, line D. And you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. So an A-B rhyming format. You close it all off with a rhyming couplet, 2 lines that rhyme with each other, and it's all done in iambic pentameter. Now that means 2 things. Number 1, 2 syllables per line. So one. I'm sorry. 2 syllables. That'd be hello. That would be it. Sorry. Correcting myself. 10 syllables per line. So your rhyming pattern goes ba 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 ba. All right. So, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Generically, that is called an iamb. Now, you can go to 11 syllables called hendacasyllabic, big word for the day, if the need arises. If we are a little bit under, a little bit over, we can always correct things. So over here on our side of the screen, we have our document. Now you see it says Ode to. Every sonnet is an ode to something. And at the bottom, we have our candy jar. Candy jar is where we put our lines that we like. We're not yet sure what to do with it. There's are good suggestions coming in. So you give the suggestions, and I will, write them all in, and then we will put in what we're talking about. So Victorian says putting in an early vote for an ode to difficult decisions. That could be really good, Victorian. Yeah, an ode to difficult decisions. And as all of that is coming in, just a few reminders of things that you can do in addition to following on the social medias. Also follow, become a supporter of the show in a financial sense, if it is in your wherewithal. Number 1, by supporting the Patreon channel for the Twitch. This is on patreon.com/nat21adventures. Become a Patreon saint. Support the channel. Maybe even be part of the monthly Ask Me Anythings with various members of the casts of Nat21. I was on the last one. And take part in the monthly Grand Saints game. And then we also, you could also support me specifically by going to my Patreon, patreon.com/Shakespeare, patreon.com/Shakespeare, and become a Patreon of the arts. Tiers start at $3, go up to $30, and everyone gets the same rewards. And then also, if you just want to do a one-time donation, you can by buying me a cuppa. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare to buy me a cuppa. Let's go to internet audio. Don't care who you are. We have our first vote in the comments, an ode to difficult decisions. And I'm going to put in my first vote as well in a very long time. I am going to put in an ode to loss. Our community suffered a massive loss in the last few days. We lost Doug Konjolka. Doug Konjolka, who plays Miguel of the Don Juan and Miguel show. And but it's not fair. It's not fair at all. He is his presence was gigantic and could never be missed. You would find him everywhere, and it such that the lack of his presence is going to be felt everywhere for the foreseeable future. But in his particular case, he had so many who loved him. I mean, he also had a fake celebrity death before he actually died on Friday. The rumors of his death were exaggerated greatly. And here we have him right there. There is my friend, Doug Konjolka, Miguel. Picture taken here at Scarborough, my first season here in 2021. I miss him greatly, and I know a lot of you do as well. And if you didn't know him, you know someone who knew him. Performers everywhere, audiences everywhere, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of artists and patrons all knew and loved him. And his wasn't the only loss this weekend. I also lost my dear friend Marge, who I knew from performing. She was a patron who became a friend. And we'd been in largely telephonic contact for most of the last 19, 20 years. This year would have been 20 years of knowing her. And so it's been a weekend, my friends. I took yesterday off to just kind of sit with everything, trying to ignore some stuff, and also just a lot of self-care. And I highly recommend you do self-care as well. But that is my vote. An ode to loss. And I'm going to miss him. He had a lot of influence on my show, on my character, both as an actual character, this English twit who's a specky git at the moment, and also my outside of performing character, the person who brings this to life, the person who gets to do this with you on a more or less weekly basis, gets to perform on stages, go around the country, sometimes around the world, and make this the living. I'm going a little bit maudlin at the moment. Sometimes this is. But a thing that Doug was not was maudlin. He was full of joy. And so if we are voting, and if we are going to do if we are going to do an ode to loss, it also needs to be about joy. However, Torian's saying he'd be a jerk if you didn't change your vote. However, here's the thing. I have the platform, and you don't at the moment. And if I had just come in and declared that it is an ode to loss, that would have been one thing. But I said we're going to put in our votes into the comments because I was doing things the same as always. And it would be unfair of me, I think, to force my decision on you all at the moment because I did actually technically open it up. So I would say, since the other vote was ode to difficult decisions, you can do that too. But it's all right. And if anything, I want this space that we share together on Tuesdays to be a safe space, a space to share. Many of us have, many of us do. More than just submitting lines or ideas, but also talking about our actual lives. Dickens said, life is a series of meetings and partings. We will never forget Tiny Tim, or in this case, Miguel, or this latest parting we've had among us. We're at a point where the older generation of our Renaissance Festival performers and participants are starting to fade away. And it's all right. And it's just part of it, man. It's the way of it. I'm sorry for being a bit down this morning and dour. I'm sure some silliness will happen today. But I liked William saying, an ode to friends we miss and hope to see again. I like that. So let's get cracking, shall we? Absent friends. Where is our title for the moment? Our ode to absent friends. So let's start throwing 10 syllables into comments and start cracking. And as always, if you want to contribute and support the show, you certainly can. Buy me a cup of coffee, coffee.com/Shakespeare, or become a Patreon of the arts, patreon.com/Shakespeare. But let us get cracking on our first lines. And I have to say, this is not therapy. This can be therapeutic. There's a difference. So I'll have more on that later as well. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's get started. Victorian, the parting glass was full and drunk. All right. There we go. Getting the thing to look. Ah, come on. The parting glass was filled and drank. That's a good line. Parting glass was filled and drank. Let's see. Parting glass was filled and drank. They have touched on that Seeing their smile brighten up over their often spoken under the tree. Ah, what is it? Under the flowers go with Ah, music is covering up my voice. Ha ha, that'll happen. Let it end. And there we go. Ha ha! All right, there. See, now, if I don't mutter and I have the microphone close to my face, I'm sure it's all fine. Oh, goodness. I very much enjoy how all of you have started to call me Shakes. I very much enjoy that. That amuses me, and I don't know if it all stems from Paolo, who tends to call me Shakes. He's called me Shakes for the better part of a decade, or just all natural in many of your own spheres. But I very much enjoy that. That being said, let us continue. These memories will live up. These memories will live on in my heart. Phil Collins song, "You'll Be in My Heart." These memories will live on in my heart. What's the natural evolution for me, Reverend Tommy? I've already forgotten where we were in the conversation. So, what's the natural evolution for me? Oh, you picked it up on the tour for last. So you picked it up on the tour, Victorian, because Paolo called me Shakes, and my fault for answering to it. Well, he'd been calling it for better part of a decade. All right, there we go. See, Reverend Tommy. Yeah, now I've caught up now. Yes, thank you. My fault for answering to it. Really, it is my fault. I apologize. I now only wish to be referred to as Captain Shakespeare. Captain Shakespeare. There we go. Josephine says, yes, you're plagiarizing, but sometimes we have to steal from the best. In this case, some Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet. Too early seen. Unknown. Too late. Known. Too late. There we go. All right. Friends running up. To give a super hug. Super hug is the name of my new children's show. Sharing food and a quick swig from a jug. All right, don't do that. That's just a sanitary thing. All right, I understand. That's what we do, like as people. But seriously, don't share mugs, don't share jugs, don't share bottles. Don't do that. It's gross. It's how you get mono and COVID and a lot of other nasty crud. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. There we go. Too early, seen unknown, and known too late. There we go. And the thing is, Josephine, I still understood. I still knew exactly where you were because also that show is living rent free in my head right now. Too early, seen, unknown, and known too late. There we go. Got some shakes. Good night and joy be with you all. Let's do that one too. Yeah. With the potting glass line in there as well. All right. There we go. All right. Potting glass was filled and drank. Not only was the first line submitted, I feel that might be a really good first line. The potting glass was filled and drank. Need to flesh it out a little bit, but right there, I think that is a really good starting point. Potting glass was filled and drank. The potting glass. The potting glass was filled and drank. We need two more. Potting glass was filled and all drank up. There we go. For the moment, unless we need to change it. Meant to be taken literally now, in health to the company. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. So a thing I like to say is when we're singing that, let us. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass, but separate. So yeah. It was meant literally originally. We should take it figuratively now, but it was originally meant literally. Yeah, it was a flowing bowl. Landlord filled the flowing bowl until it doth run over. It's a big bowl coming to us from the Romans initially, and then I think probably the Greeks before them, and the Vikings did it, and many cultures throughout the world have done, and still in some cases do this. It's a big bowl full of mead, of wine, beer, and passed around. There you go. Yeah, all out of one glass. To show that we are all drinking from the same vessel as a token of friendship, and also, hey, see, we're both having the same thing. It's not poison. Yeah, so, yeah. Be a rich man, a poor man. Oh, bring it on the starlight, Josephine. Be a rich man, a poor man. Still a friend. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. Oh. Changed it, but not out of one glass. In Connecticut, the one year, like right after the COVID and everything, was the big thing, and now it's like an irritant that is still like an possible existential crisis. But so here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let's drink and be merry, but each of us out of our own glass. And it was needlessly long. Like we could have changed just one word. Nah, we made it a little bit extra long and awkward for the funny. And the musicians would just go, and it was glorious. I loved it. Uh, so, the sorrow I feel will one day pass away. The sorrow I feel will one day pass away. Oh, that is some lovely imagery right there. Someone said too soon. There it is. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. I like that. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. I like that. Waited by the path, but they did not come. Parted for now, we'll meet again once more. Now we few must soldier on alone. Lost more than just one of our rank. No worries on the counting to 10, Victorian. That is why we're all here together. That's why it's a collaborative process. Lost more than just one of our rank. That's 8. So we lost more than just. We lost much more. Or lost more than just simply one of our rank. See, yeah. Yeah, lost more than just simply. Here we go. Sally is here. Good morrow, Sally. My almost friend. Oh, that one hurts. My almost friend. I'm going to do like that. My almost friend. I never did get to meet. No. Essence abounds. Oh, the joy you spread. It's beautiful. uh now we now fewer. Now fewer. We must soldier on. There we go. Yes, thank you, Josephine. I forgot to hit my mute button. Thank you. But when the stars come out and you listen low, you hear a voice from the breeze singing once more. Stars come out and we listen low. We hear a voice on the breeze singing once more. That's lovely. We wave to our friend across space and time. Celebrating a life lived well with rhyme. Celebrating a life lived well with rhyme. All right. All right. Where's the line I was looking for over here? Um, it's awkward, but I'm gonna keep it there. So here's our first here's our first stanza for the moment. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. Our fellowship parted with one by all known. Lost more than just simply one of our rank. Now fewer we must soldier on alone. This makes me think of There's No Business Like Show Business. A poet, a jester, a bringer of smiles. So, uh, the jugglers, the jesters, the ponies, the clowns. A poet, a jester, a bringer of smiles. They say you'll come back when summer comes. I'll wait here in the meadow for the sun. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. They say that you'll come back when summer comes. Now wait here in the meadow for the sun. Sharing laughter across the miles. Right. Yep. I was pretty sure that was some Danny Boy referencing you had up Victorian. If anybody has a better line for our second line here, I'd love to see that. If anybody has an alternative for that. But doing our second stanza, though. Here we go. I waited by the path, but days did not come. I waited by the path, but they did not come. Tis said they'll return. Tis said. Said they'll return. Son. I waited by the path, but they did not come. Tis said they'll return. One sec, I have an idea. I'm gonna try. They had a journey. There we go. And Akasula. Till then I shall wait here in. Till then I shall wait here in the hall. All right. Let me know if you like that. All right. I waited by the path, but they did not come. They had to journey where I could not follow. 'Tis said they'll return with the summer's sun. Till then I shall wait here in the hollow. Oh, this is sweet right there. William, specifically on Miguel. Bringer of wonder and joy, gone too soon. Playing on hearts and even our balloon. Sweet. We bid goodbye knowing we'd meet down the road. There's Joseph. Oop, wrong one. We bid goodbye knowing we'd meet down the road. Okay, a lot of Candy Jar lines today. Oop, there we go. Well, this one may need more than one sonnet. Yeah, in all likelihood. Grief's having that way. You can't always sum everything up in just 14 lines. It's helpful if you can, but Victorian, are you reading this on your phone? Because if so, yeah, I know you can't read the whole thing, yeah, but I zoomed out so I could show everything more. But yes, so yeah, there I think is yeah. There's everything we have so far, and I'm going to take that out. More or less used it. I know. But we'll all be there together. Let's see. So what we have so far, let's just see if this helps. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. Our fellowship parted with one by all known. Lost more than just simply one of our rank. Now fewer we must soldier on alone. I waited by the path, but they did not come. They had a journey where I could not follow. 'Tis said they'll return with the summer sun. Till then I shall wait here in the hollow. Candidate for line 2. The spirits on high now at last have flown. The spirits once high now at last have flown. Spirits once high. Our spirits once high. Let's try that. Our spirits once high. Now our spirits once high, now at last have flown. We bid goodbye knowing we meet down the road. That was the suggestion for line 2. All right. Oh, so that could also work of too soon the potting glass was filled and drank. We bid goodbye knowing we meet down the road. Loss more than just simply one of a rank. Now fewer we must soldier on alone. A friend gone, yet we are glad to have known. I like this line. The our spirits once I know at last have flown. I like that. I waited by the pathway to not come there to journey where I could not follow. To said they'll return with summer sun. Till then I shall wait here in the hollow. Halted for now, we will meet once more. I like that line. Halted for now, we will meet again once more. Hold on. I like these four right here. These four actually work really, really well together. So, hold the phone. We wave to a friend across space and we wave to our friend across space and time. A poet, a poet, a jester, a bringer of smiles. Celebrating a life lived well. Celebrating life. Celebrating their life. Celebrating a life lived well with rhyme. Sharing of laughter across the mile. So close. Celebrate. Yep. Oh, there we go. There we go. We wave to our friend across space and time, a poet, a jester, a bringer of smiles, celebrating a life lived well in rhyme, sharing tears and laughter across the miles. That works. That works nicely. And then we hear a voice on the breeze singing once more. We bid goodbye. I like this. We hear a voice on the breeze singing once more. We hear a voice on the breeze singing once more. We bid goodbye, knowing we'll meet. Here we go. We hear a voice on the breeze singing once more. We bid goodbye, knowing we'll meet on the shore. All right, let's try this. Let's try this, my friends. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. Our spirits once high, now at last have flown. Lost more than just simply one of our rank, now fewer we must soldier on, alone. I waited by the path, but they did not come. They had to journey where I could not follow. 'Tis said they'll return with the summer's sun. Till then I shall wait here in the hollow. We wave to our friend across space and time, a poet, a jester, a bringer of smiles, celebrating a life lived well in rhyme, sharing tears and laughter across the miles. We hear a voice on the breeze singing once more, knowing we'll meet again on the shore. Oh, sorry, we bid goodbye. Wait, no, yeah, there we go. We knowing we'll meet on the shore. No, wait, we bid goodbye. We bid goodbye. There we go. We bid goodbye. We bid goodbye, knowing we'll meet on the shore. Yeah, that works. All right. So yeah. So let's add some music to it, my friends, and title it To Absent Friends. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's do this. Add music. Add this one right here. To Absent Friends. Too soon the parting glass was filled and drank. Our spirits once high, now at last have flown. Lost more than just simply one of our rank. Now fewer, we must soldier on alone. I waited by the path, but they did not come. They had to journey where I could not follow. 'Tis said they'll return with the summer sun. Till then I shall wait here in the hollow. We wave to our friend across space and time, a poet, a jester, a bringer of smiles, celebrating a life lived well in rhyme, sharing tears and laughter across the miles. We hear a voice on the breeze singing once more. We bid goodbye, knowing we'll meet on the shore. All right. So, my friends, that is today's Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. We went a little bit long, but we have our poem today. We did beautiful work today, and I'm so happy to have you here. Until next time, I love you, you love me, there is mutual glorious affection. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Goodbye for now.